Don't say nothing. So it was a productive day before it started raining. I started making this bracket for my license plate because I think I'm gonna put it up here with that piece of steel with a hole in it. Something like that. And I got these little, I found these little, I don't know if I'm gonna use my original license plate light that I got, because there's these little screw-on type like LED stuff. This is like super bulky and I gotta make another bracket for it, and I don't think I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna order them things tonight and they should be here, so it'll be like, won't be so big and bulky. They are the screws, and also they stick out a little bit, and they're the LEDs, and it broadcasts the light like on like this. And I'm just gonna get 2. I could get 4, but I think that'll be overkill by the way the pictures look. And I've had some like years ago for motorcycles, but yeah, it started raining and kind of messed up my stuff. I made some brackets for, where they at? For my brake lights, actually right there, because I'm gonna put it up here. So maybe I'll just like put that on real quick. Not put that on real quick, but just kind of put it up there just to show you what's up. And I'm trying to think of what else is cool that happened. Got to put my windshield wipers on. Them things have been sitting there for weeks. And there's this show this weekend, this V-Dub show, and I need to get this thing ready because it's been sitting here. My van's been sitting here and I've just been working on it for months. And I gotta get this thing ready. I gotta get it ready.
It's January.
What?
That van's been sitting.
Well, I was gonna put on that brake light, but then it started raining, so I'm just gonna put these wipers on. It's a good time to put these on because it's raining. Alright, so this brake light with them screws, with this thing focus, them nuts, these little brackets I'm gonna put on there. I'm gonna take them off. I'm gonna show you how all this works. Alright, so I took my nut off and put the bracket on, put the nut back on there, and you got this little hole there. Got to put my other one on, and then I'll show you. Alright, so let this thing focus for a second. There we go. This thing moves around a little bit, but you just gotta kind of center it up. So I don't know if you can see that little imperfection right there, but I tried to line that up with the center of that, because that's the center bolt, and everything kind of like lines up. And so yeah, I think that's it. It's angled down a little bit, and I thought about tweaking it back up like towards me, but if I do that, then, all right, hold on. Let me shut this. You can see, well, maybe. You can see how you can just see the light in there, and it's like just peeking down below this window seal. And I think if I bent that up, it would kind of be hidden to like higher drivers. So I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Whoa, acorn. So the only thing I was like debating on was where I'm gonna put this wire. I don't know if I'm just gonna run it like super nice, like along this, with like a little clamp style kind of, I don't know. I think I might just cut a hole right here. Cut a hole, put this up in there, it'll be hidden. I'm afraid you might be able to see the cord laying down, but I don't know, maybe not. And I'm just gonna run this down there. And I got these little things that I made. Well, that is for this, which I made a whole video thing about like a while ago. So I can drill a hole in one of these, and then it'll go into my engine compartment, and then I can just hook it up to my tail lights, hook it up to that. And then, yeah, it'll actually work. So I need to do that. I also need to run a wire off of the running lights, which will be 12 volts. I need to run it up into here, out this little hole, and that will feed my license plate lights. They're just like super small LEDs, so the wires don't have to be like crazy big. So I need to do that when I solder stuff on this. I think I'm gonna save that for another day though, because this thing is so loud. Jeez. I think I'm gonna save this for another day, because I don't know, I just got other stuff to work on. I want to put these windshield wipers on. Alright, I didn't record this, but it only took like 2 seconds. That looks so good. So much better. And the only thing I did is just sandblasted it and painted it real quick. I have no idea where this cap went. So I'm just gonna have to make do without. I'm sure it's laying around here somewhere. But dang, that kind of sucks. Front. So now's a good time to clean these out. If I can focus. Come on. Yeah. There's old splines. No, it's out of focus. There's old splines, old teeth in there that need to be cleaned out, because when the wipers get pushed on by your cat or when they get like ripped off, it shears that little spot when it just moves, and it shears the aluminum. That little part is aluminum right there, and the aluminum just shears off into the little splines, and you got to clean them back out, and then when you tighten it back up, it just engages and it makes new like splines. So you just get a knife, clean each one out. I just spit, and you retighten it back up in the right spot, and then you're good to go. So I ended up wire brushing these little grooves out, and I think it's probably good now. I got some. All right, look, here's the key. Here's something I figured out. When you put these wipers on, look, when you put this on, sometimes there's a taper in there, but anyways, sometimes the taper sticks out right there, and if you put a regular washer on there, the washer bottoms out on that taper inside that before it actually tightens the nut up onto the wiper arm. I don't know if this is making sense, but if you use a lock washer, this might make sense. If you put a lock washer on there, the lock washer can open up a little bit more and go down onto the taper farther, and just use a lock washer on there. So I'm gonna tighten these up and get this thing going. Got them on here. They look awesome. Super awesome. I use stainless lock nuts and a lock washer. I probably didn't need a lock nut, but I think they look better without caps because the nut's a little bit radiused on the top side. That's me just being like extremely anal. But on the top, it's a little bit radiused, and it just looks better. So they're back on. This one's a little bit too low, but it's not the end of the world. I don't really care because they work. And the back, actually the back I didn't use a lock nut, so maybe I'll switch that out since I can't find the cap, and it'll look a little bit better. I think I'm gonna start this thing up. It's been a little while, and the only thing is, like, hold on. Ugh. My fuel pump I don't know if you could hear that change, but it loses pressure. and I don't know why. I've had different fuel pressure regulators on there with the same fuel pump. The fuel pump's a newer one, so I don't know if it's like that one-way valve is not holding pressure, but regardless, let's see if this thing starts. One more. Oh yeah. Man, we're good. Let's go. Yeah. My light up here has a short in it, or something. Not a short, but like a. We need to get that. So I'm gonna let this thing run for a second. Maybe drive it around the block, depending on how much of a mess it is on the inside and how much crap's gonna be rolling around. I think this is it for today. I need to buy a bunch of stuff. I need to get ready for the show this weekend. I don't really drive this van, so I need to get it all squared away. My license plate, that's what I'm doing. I need to make that bracket tomorrow, and that should be interesting to like film. I think this about wraps it up. Tomorrow, license plate.